It's taken me years to discover what self-love really means. Now I realize it's the single most potent factor in human development. Self-love is the process of accepting the most inferior part of yourself. Anyone can accept the great parts, that's easy. The work is to accept the part of ourselves that we're ashamed of. The Jungian shadow, what he defined as the thing a person has no wish to be but can't get rid of. It might be your height, your ancestry, your college board scores, or the fact that you're an alcoholic. In the end, the details never matter. Human beings have a fragile, temporary place in the universe. It's natural for us to feel inferior. We try to hide this from the world and ourselves with a facade. We drive the right car, have the right body, send our kids to the right schools. But the moment the facade breaks down, and it always does, we attack ourselves. Self-criticism is our reaction to the failure to live up to our illusions about ourselves. But these failures are actually the most important moments in our lives. These are the times when our shadow breaks through. Mistakes and failures are supposed to trigger love. If we learn to love our shadow at these times, we become whole and gain the confidence that comes from accepting ourselves. Here's an exercise to help you break the habit of self-criticism and start loving yourself instead. The whole thing takes just a few seconds. First, try to imagine an inferior version of yourself, an alter ego that contains your every weakness and failing. Your shadow may look like a younger, needier image of yourself. Go back to a time in your life when you felt inferior, rejected, or insecure. Don't worry about what your shadow looks like. As you work with this, its appearance usually changes. The important thing is to make the image seem real, as if you're in the presence of a living being. If this being makes you feel uncomfortable, you're on the right track. Then accept this part of yourself unconditionally. Only love can do this. Feel your heart expand and send pure love to your shadow. If you have more time, you can imagine hugging your shadow or reassuring it in words. The closest experience to this is when we comfort our children. We need to love ourselves with the same intensity. All this may sound hokey at first, but if you do this consistently, you'll be shocked at how real the experience becomes. Self-love has the power to change everything in your life. You're less vulnerable to others' reactions. You're bolder and more relaxed. When you make a mistake, you recover much faster. But this power doesn't come easily. Understanding self-love, even using the tool a few times, does nothing. Self-love has to be practiced with great discipline. In California, where I live, there's been much criticism of the self-esteem movement in many schools. The critics claim the schools teach the kids that it's more important to feel good about themselves than to work hard, in effect condoning a complete lack of standards. They may be overstating their case, but they are right to object to self-esteem being sold as an alternative to discipline. The real practice of self-love is quite the opposite. Self-love and the resulting self-esteem cannot exist without discipline. Self-love isn't giving up and telling yourself it's okay. That's denial. It means nothing to accept your failings if you make no effort in the first place. If you're too lazy to commit to life, you won't have the energy needed for real self-love. Self-love isn't self-absorption either. In fact, narcissists can't accept and love their shadows at all. They need endless outer attention to reassure themselves that they don't have any failings. They have neither the courage to admit their weaknesses nor the discipline to learn to accept them. Narcissism is a form of spiritual laziness. All love, but particularly self-love, takes work. It requires real effort to learn to love the parts of yourself that you dislike. The work of self-love reaps a tremendous reward. Your heart opens. Your heart has powers that your head doesn't have. When you attack yourself, you are completely in your head, caught up in your judgments. That's a very limited world in which to live, and it gives you a limited view of your own potential. The heart runs on love, not judgment. Love knows no limitations. Love gives you the power to do anything. If you have true self-love, nothing can stop you.